Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another recipe, another video. I think now you know me from a few of the previous videos. I'm one of the corporate chefs in UNOX. We are keeping going with these beautiful recipes. Everything started during the lockdown, so with the webinar, kitchen workout, and now we just like to keep going to show you more functions of our ovens and to teach you, how to use the oven properly. Today, as you can see, we have pork shanks. So this will be today's recipe, really, let's say, easy. All the ingredients in front of me we can find them basically everywhere. So you will see it will be a long cooking process, low temperature, but really interesting result. And after I will talk with you about the way we can platen it, or the way we can pull the meat apart and we can make a sandwich or make a salad, whatever we prefer. We have some potatoes as well. So we will do a potato salad, so a classic cold potato salad, some gherkins, some capers, some fresh herbs. So even this one really easy. We will use the 3 ovens today, okay? It's just for a matter of timings for the video, so don't worry if you have just one oven, you can calculate your timings and cook from in the same oven basically. But in this case, we will use, again, for timing reasons, 3 ovens. Okay, so I start with the cooking. So let's start off with the potatoes first. So potatoes, they will go in an oven on a steaming function, okay, steaming mode. Potatoes which are already cut, diced, they've been in the water overnight. So this is to get rid of all the starch into the potatoes, because we are talking about a salad. So I don't want that they become gluey. I just want them without any starch. So it's better to leave them overnight in water and then wash them, and that's it. Place them in a steaming tray. Okay, the oven is already working. Okay, ready cook. So I can use a manual. I can insert a manual timing. Okay, I will give 12 minutes, and now I insert the potatoes. Okay, 12 minutes, and we will take the potatoes from the oven. Okay, next preparation. I will just leave the shank there for now, aside. So I'll start with, so I got the trays here, with some vegetables and some bacon. So vegetables, I have onions, carrots, and celery. So like the basic vegetables for braised, let's say, preparations. Okay, a little bit of oil. And for these 2 preparations, I have an oven with a multi-time function. So I turn off the oven now because I always keep it hot. I go into multi-time, my multi-time roasting. Okay, I press start. Now the oven is already hot. And now we have these 10 timers which we can use, and I already saved programs, bacon and vegetables. So I just have to insert my vegetables. Press the timer, okay, 8 minutes. So this is just a quick roasting for my vegetables. I insert the bacon as well. I choose another empty slot. Bacon, that's it, 6 minutes. So we are cooking with the same climate condition, same temperature, but multiple cookings. Okay, now I start with my shank. So starting off with the marinade first. So I have paprika, 1 tablespoon, garlic powder, 1 tablespoon. This is dried sage. Okay, again 1 tablespoon, so it's 1 tablespoon each. Some mustard. So these are 3 tablespoons of mustard. Olive oil. And I just give it a quick stir. Okay, so this is the marinade. Really easy, simple. Okay, and I leave it aside. Okay, I grab a tray so you can see the way we will dress, let's say, the shanks. Okay, I get rid of the fresh herbs. I will place them inside the tray when I have to insert in the oven the shanks. Okay, so now salt. Both sides, obviously, so I have to flip them over and season the other side. And pepper. Okay. And now I just have to place the marinade on top. I just rub the shanks. Okay. So obviously just do this operation with gloves because the marination has mustard, so it's very strong, as oil as well, and you are touching the meat, so always with gloves. And make sure all the shank, okay, in every single bit of its surface is nice and marinated. And this is up to your liking, obviously. This is what we choose today for this recipe. You can just go with fresh herbs. You can just even go with oil and salt and pepper. So like really easy, really simple. But in this case, the mustard will give really good flavor. Dry sage as well will help to release a lot of flavor. Okay, so now I will get rid of one glove. And I will transfer my shanks into a bacon grill. Okay, because we will seal them before they go in the oven. Okay, so just have a look. The bacon is almost ready. So we are not too far off, 1 minute. We want it nice and crunchy because I will cut it into small bits, and in the potato salad, so the potatoes will be soft. Okay, gherkins, capers, they don't have a really crunchy texture, so the bacon will give a nice crunchiness to the salad. Now, I turn off the oven, which is, I kept it hot as always. Okay, I set a manual program, 240, because we are talking about sealing. 100% of extraction for 12 minutes. Okay, press start. Now the oven was even too high in temperature, so is cooling down. I will just for now move these herbs aside. Okay, so sealing is important for the meat because we will keep all the juices, all the moist, all the flavors inside. This marinade, as you could see, we used powder paprika, we used powder garlic. We haven't used fresh because fresh garlic and fresh herbs at 240 they tend to burn, so they will give, you know, obviously bitterness to the product, and I don't really want, you know, to have bitter. So this is the bacon, okay, nice and crunchy. I will leave it aside, so for later when I chop it, it will be nice and crispy, nice and crunchy, perfect for the salad. Okay, so the oven is cooling down, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, so smart preheating is in action, as you can see. And now it's a matter of 12 minutes of sealing, let's say. Okay. Again, very important when we talk about meat. You could see it in the video of the roast beef. Okay, there was a sealing in the beginning. Okay, 12 minutes. I don't have to worry about anything. Again, I'm using 3 ovens, so I have 175 in the roasting oven, roasting process I'm doing, 240 in this oven, and steaming. So 3 obviously different climate conditions. If you work, let's say with, if you are clever to prepare first the vegetables and bacon and then put it up for the shanks, and then, you know, cooling down and steam the potatoes, you know, you can find a perfect workflow for your for this recipe. So 7 seconds to the vegetables, really easy and quick roasting. And the tray we will use today for the shanks, okay, it's a 11 centimeters height tray, so big enough to contain the shank, because again we are talking about braising, we are talking about a long cooking process at a low temperature. So I have some stock as well. You cannot see it, but is here on the side. Some vegetable stock, which I will place in this tray with a shank. Okay, so vegetables are really quick roasting. I didn't want to get color on these vegetables. I don't even need to place them in the blast chiller. I just leave it aside. So when the shanks come out, I just place them inside, stock, and then we will see the next cooking process. Okay, so shank, bacon tray, which I mentioned before earlier. Bacon tray is perfect for sealing because I show you the tray here. Now it's quite cold. So bacon tray, in case of sealing or even the bacon here, you can see there is all the fat underneath. We have a perfect airflow, air circulation, okay, in the tray. So in all the surface of the shanks, all the surface of the bacon in this case. The product doesn't sit in its own fat, so it will stay nice and crispy, nice and crunchy. So that's why we choose, or I choose, to use this tray. Very functional, let's say. Okay, bacon, which I now can cut, so you can see as well the bacon, nice and crispy. Okay. I can get rid of the tray. Knife. Okay, and bacon, which I just want to roughly chop. So now you can hear as well the crunchiness. Okay, I will leave it aside, and this will be part of my potato salad. Okay, potatoes which are 8 seconds away now, so almost ready. And I show you the result. Very easy cooking process, and we can see how much steam we have in the cooking chamber. Okay, so potatoes which are cooked, they are let's say al dente, as we say in Italy, so they are just cooked. I don't want to cook them too much. I want them to stay like this. We are talking about a salad, so have a little bit of texture, a little bit of bite into it. And now I just place them in my blast chiller to cool it down. Okay. Shank, still sealing, 7 minutes away. We roast the vegetables. Okay, I will leave them here so you can see. Bacon has been done. Potatoes done. So for you it's a second, for me a few minutes, and we will see each other for the second part of this video. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 40 seconds to our shanks. So in the meantime, I can get the potatoes, which are now nice and cold, and start in the making of the salad, which I will leave aside. I will leave in the fridge, nice and cold, for when the shanks will be ready. Okay, so I want to show you as well the color which the shank now have, because it's really interesting. Okay, after this sealing process. Okay, so get the first tray. And the second one. Okay, as you can see, this is the result. Okay, so nice and golden color, so a lot of smell as well from the sage, mostly from the sage, and then we have garlic, paprika as well. But as you can see, they are nice and brown, nice and golden, but they are not bitter. Okay, they will not be bitter, definitely, because once again, I haven't used fresh garlic and I haven't used fresh herbs. Okay, so I place them in the tray. Now, because the tray is really hot, so make sure when you do this operation to, of course, don't place the tray on a chopping board, because you will melt everything. Okay, I can get rid of the tray. As you can see underneath as well, there's a lot of fat. So once again, bacon tray, perfect for to leave, you know, crunchiness, and to don't let the product sit in its own fat. Okay, so now this recipe is for 6 shanks. Okay, probably we could even go up to 9, but I think 6 shank, they sit away from each other, and so it's the perfect quantity. The quantity of stock which I will put inside, it's around 2 liters, okay? I already put some wine as well, like 1 glass of white wine. And now I just have to basically place all the stock inside. So let's say it will cover half of my shanks. Fresh herbs. So I wouldn't go too strong on bay leaves, so just a couple of bay leaves, which are really strong. Rosemary, so 3 sprigs of fresh rosemary. And now, why not, you know, some fresh sage as well. Okay, so that's enough. And now I will start my oven. So I have a program of braised shank already saved. We can go and see it together. So first step, 1 hour, 125, because we are talking about braising. So braised cooking at a low temperature. So 125, 50% of humidity, fan speed number 4. And then 2.5 hours, 125, so same temperature, same climate conditions, fan speed number 2. This is just to stabilize, let's say, the shanks. So I press start. Now the oven was already hot because obviously I just took the shanks out. Last thing to do, okay, is to let's say close the tray. Okay, place a lid, or well, use a black 20 as a lid. Okay, place it on top, and we are ready to go in the oven. So shanks are going in. Perfect, 3.5 hours, so I don't have to worry about checking them. So this is a really good program. I know it's a long cooking process, but probably you can do it in the afternoon, or you can do it overnight as well by placing a holding final step. So you know, when you come in the morning, you have your shanks nice and cooked, nice and hot. And even maybe a lower temperature, so maybe stay on 90-95 degrees if we are talking about overnight cooking. Okay, so the potatoes are now cold. Okay, so I will start now the potato salad. So I will make it and leave it in the fridge so it's nice and ready for later. So what we have here, some mayo. Okay, gherkins. I have some horseradish, so this is all up to you, you know, up to your liking. I also have some mustard, lemon, parsley, okay, some mustard, here we are. Okay, so gherkins. This is a really, let's say, rough salad, okay? I'm not cutting it, I'm not very precise to cut it, so very rough, rustic, let's say. Okay, gherkins. Capers, I don't put too much capers because they are really salty, and we already have bacon for that, for flavor. So a few capers, like a teaspoon of capers. I also have some pickled onion, pickled by me, by our teams of chefs. Okay, we were lucky enough to find these beautiful onions, and we pickled them in a bag. So sous vide pickle, let's say, very interesting as well that you can do that in the oven. Okay, some parsley, which I will get the stalks. Okay, a little bit of parsley, even the parsley nice and roughly chopped. Okay, mustard, like half of a tablespoon, not much, because we already have mustard as well into the shank. Okay, olive oil. Few drops of lemon juice, not much. I don't want to use too much. Maybe I put some more later because now the potatoes will sit in the fridge, so I don't want to, let's say, I don't want the lemon to cook the potatoes. Bacon and horseradish is the last. So even horseradish, this is up to your liking. Let's say it's a little bit spicy. I will go with half of a tablespoon. Okay, now I will mix everything before placing the potatoes inside. Okay, let's place the potatoes and give it a quick mix. Okay, and this is a super easy, super quick potato salad. Okay, we can leave it in the fridge. It's basically ready to go. I will not put any salt and pepper. I will just put it at the end, so once we're gonna do the plate. Even the bacon, I will leave it outside so it doesn't lose its crispiness, okay, its crunchiness. But this is basically a potato salad ready to go. Okay, in the fridge. And now I will not wait 3 hours here in front of the oven, or let's say it's an example of end of the service. I place my shanks inside, so I have a break in the afternoon, 3 hours, okay, or 3.5. I will see you in 1 second. As always, for me, 3 hours. I go and take my break. I'll see you later for the last part of the video. Perfect, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 39 seconds to our shanks, okay, pork shanks. I prepared already some paprika mayonnaise, and it won't be a plate, let's say, it won't be as fancy as we normally do the plates, or that's what we think to do, because some plates are really good. This plate will follow a, let's say, more like a pub style, so it's to share. It's a big serve of shank, obviously. It's a big serve of potatoes, but there won't be as many garnish or decorations in the plate as we normally do. Okay, so the shanks are now ready. Okay. Now this operation is a little bit, okay. Okay, perfect. The tray is really hot. Okay, so the shanks, now I will place them under the camera so you can see. Okay, so these are the shanks. The reason why I said earlier, the reason why I placed the stock to cover, let's say, half of the shanks is because during the cooking process, with the humidity that is created into the tray, plus all the liquid, all the juices which the shanks will lose, this is the level of stock of liquid that we have now. So it's like 3/4 of the shank. So that's why don't go too high. Okay, don't cover them all with stock because you know they will lose liquid. So this is the final result. There's some fat as well. I will not use any of the liquid. So let's say an advice I can give you is to filter all the liquid to pass it from the vegetables. Get rid of all the fat. Put it on a stove, okay, and just reduce it so you have a nice cooking liquid, nice jus if you reduce it down to really thick sauce. Okay, so I move them again aside. I will finish now off my potato salad. So I have some salt and pepper already mixed up there. Okay, a couple of pinches. Now it's time for the bacon to go in, so I can place it in. A little bit more olive oil. Okay, I can even hear the crunchiness of the bacon is when it touches the glass. I can hear it, so it's still really crunchy. Okay, we slice 2 tomatoes. It's just for garnish. Okay. Okay. In my table. Now this is the plate I will use. So a big plate, perfect to share. Okay, a little bit of paprika mayonnaise underneath. A couple of tablespoons of the potato salad, or well, even 3 tablespoons. It's a big plate, so. Okay. And now it's time for the shank. Okay, just place it on top of the potatoes. Okay, I will leave this one aside. Okay, a little bit of fresh parsley, few tomatoes for some color. Okay, so we have a shank, perfectly cooked, perfectly soft. Okay, because it's really soft, so the meat you can see is pulling apart. Okay, we have seen the program, really easy. Okay, really easy plate as well, so perfect to share, I would say. Okay, so this is the plate. There's nothing else to say. Enjoy.